Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're in Minecraft today, kicking off the week, gathering some resources because the last few streams I've noticed have been out of just a few things. We're getting low and this is a big build, so I want to go out and see if we can collect a few of the things that we're missing. It might take a little while, but I think it'll be a nice chill way to start the week. Speaking of chill ways to start the week, there's a new episode of the Spawn Chunks out. It's episode 401. It's available on Spotify and YouTube and of course on your favorite podcasting platform. Totally free if you like news and editorial about Minecraft. We had a really fun discussion brought on by a email about what other sandbox games are doing currently in the space and what Minecraft could learn from them and vice versa. We talked about Enshrouded and Hytale and Terraria, Satisfactory, No Man's Sky, all kinds of stuff. It was a really fun conversation, and I really appreciate emails like that coming into the show because it's nice to kind of get outside of just the niche of Minecraft and realize that there's a lot more out there in the genre, and there's a lot more that both Minecraft and other games can learn from each other. It was a really fun conversation. So if you have not yet checked it out, episode 401 available out there right now. Mr. Miley, hello. SweetSandi, good to see you. Leafstorm, sorry. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Deity, welcome back. We're just going to dive right in because I got a lot of stuff to collect. So I don't have any decisions yet as to like what colors and what patterns we like in here. So we're going to tackle this. I have noticed that we're okay for quartz, but we need to smelt some stuff. We're low on glass. We're low on ochre frog lights. We're very low on end rods, which means I might need to go get some blaze rods. I need to replenish stone. Like there's a bunch of different things I need to do here. So I guess we can look at some of the basics and just fill out the main shulker boxes first. I feel like we have stone here. That's cobblestone. Those can be brought down into a single box, I think. Probably make an extra furnace or two out of that. That's not even the right label. Ah, there's the stone. Honestly, I feel like that could probably just go in here. Alright, empty shulker box. Move that over here. Cobblestone. That's replenished. Right, that's another empty one. Yona Taniash, I hope I'm saying that right. Or is it Yo Nataniash? I don't know. Let me know. Break it down. No drop caps in the name means I'm going to mispronounce it. Yonatan for short? Okay. Do my best. Okay, so we don't need pale oak. I feel like we're okay for terracotta. Well, you know, we could probably use some terracotta too. Probably top that up. Because we don't have any cyan. Yeah. No gray concrete. But tough, yeah. Okay. That's doing all right. We've got deep slate elsewhere, and I'm not replenishing deep slate until we upgrade to the new drop so that we can get the whatchamacallit, the recipe for quicker deep slate. All right, so we need glass. Did I bring sand up here? I didn't. All right, I got a funny feeling we're gonna need all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well just get all the coal. Not that that's a lot. There is some quartz in here. Didn't realize that. Surprisingly, we're not doing too bad for quartz. We are going to smelt this. And I will also smelt some glass. Something I was thinking about doing is that I feel like I can trade with librarians for glass. And that might be worth doing. Mr. Miley subscribing with Prime. Thanks very much. 2 months in a row. Appreciate that. That is not a lot of sand. I'm going to bring the gravel too, because we need to make some concrete. Ooh. Do I not have any gravel? That might be another thing we have to go get. Only one shulker box of sand is also not the best feeling in the world. Right, we need gravel too. All right. Okay. It's been a minute since I've had to go get gravel. I'm trying to remember where the best place to go is. I think it's in our desert mine. All right, so we need a lot of gray concrete. Let's go with at least 16. Oh, maybe not. I always forget they spell it funny. Yeah, we really need to go get gravel. All right. You found the stream from scrolling. That's awesome. Well, welcome in. Did you hear the bit at the start about the podcast? Because if you like Minecraft streams, you'll probably like the Spawn Chunks, my Minecraft podcast with Pixelrus. Remember, is that deep? That looks deep. Go this way. That's what I'm looking for. East. I have to remember that's east. I never thought if we're going to go on a road trip, I could maybe just do the concrete at the city. Could do that too. Gravel, time to set up a bartering place? Yeah, that would be... The thing is, like, it's faster to go collect it at the moment. That's probably what we're going to go do. Blast Jordan, good morning. Trying to adult watch stream and keep up with chat is hard. Look, I do this for a living. Keeping up with chat is hard in general. I mean, there are worse things. I'd rather have a chat that's hard to keep up with than crickets and no one talking. That's weird. You feel like you're talking to yourself. Get dried gas from bartering? Yeah. Yeah, I don't need... quartz I've got taken care of. Blast, if you sent an army of crickets into chat, what would you have for lunch? We are missing something. Dinner, you know, whatever. I'm not an expert in insect cuisine. Don't need white concrete. We're good on other things. So I'd like to replenish terracotta. We need cyan terracotta for sure. Which means I need some blue dye. We've just been using lapis for blue dye because we can trade it. It's nice. We do use a lot. Alright, so I want to replenish the terracotta. I want to... Don't need stone. Dye rate's okay. Figure that out. another empty shulker box. Quartz were okay. Those are probably done by now. I don't think I want that in there. Could probably replenish some of that too. Don't think we need more sand. We definitely need more gravel. Another empty shulker box. Those can just go downstairs. Glass we're working on. Oh, ochre frog lights. Any blocks? We're okay for tough. I think that's it. And good for iron downstairs too. Wouldn't mind grabbing some more sand. I feel like since we're going to be out of the desert anyway, I'll also grab more sand. Now, do I have... I've got some potions. Are they... Those are all water breathing. I need swiftness. Those I think are downstairs. We will need to carry this. And this. Oh. Need those. All right. Might as well bring shulker box. Those. Bring you. And bring gravel and sand. And those are all empty. Okay, a little bit of organizing to do downstairs. Well, I can keep up with streams and do things like chores. I wouldn't be able to do things like email and watch a stream. Just my brain would just not compute. We'll bring this too. This is cobblestone, which is empty, but we can replenish that. This is just the wrong color and has the wrong label. Doesn't need to be a right color right now. It's fine. You can live there. Those are coming with... Do I have other ones that are already empty? Alright. Empties can live here. I knew I shouldn't have put that away. I think you will just live here. I should probably put it away. Can't think if there's anything else that I've been missing in the last few weeks that have been needed. We're surprisingly low on stone, too, which is weird. Honestly, I could probably refill that since we're out. I feel like I guess I've just used it? I just feel like I've dug out so much stone. I'm not sure where I would have put it, but obviously I've done something. Those are both empty. And goes over here. Okay, so we need to go and get terracotta, sand and gravel, lights. All right. We need some potions. Uh-oh. Well, we need to replenish that too. Easy enough. Okay. What's the goal for today? We need to replenish a bunch of stuff that I seem to be using a lot of. So we're going to start with the terracotta because it's nearby. So I just need the pickaxe and the speed potions. And then everything else should be pretty good. Should probably bring this with me. So I've got the boxes for all of these. I don't need them in my inventory as well. That was just me making a list. Don't know why I brought that back upstairs. Oh, that was coming with for store. We were going to fill that up, right? Oh, I should bring some honey to shulker boxes to give to Alistair, because I think we are very, very low. Yeah. Okay. So the only thing I need is just some shulker boxes to give to Alistair. I think that should be fine. There will be no pink things, Mr. Miley. Narf. I haven't heard that in a long time, Nintendo dude. I saw a social media clip the other day, and we won't get into the nuances of it because it gets political, but I thought it was very funny. It was just somebody exasperated saying like, hey, does Pinky and does the brain still have a plan? Because if he does, at this stage, I'm opening, I'm open to hearing him out. Hell, I'd be open to hearing Pinky's plan. And that's all they said. They didn't get into any other details as to why. They just said, like, at this point, I'm open to hearing what the brain might have to say. And I thought that was hilarious. So I guess I could collect sand from here too, but this is a nice untouched desert. Our mining facility for terracotta is over here, as one, as you might suspect, with all the flat surfaces. I'm not going to be here forever. I just want to fill up this shulker box. Forgot about that camel. Still here. I always find it cool for folks here in the live chat when the mining speed and the beat of the music is in sync. I don't know if there's a delay. Like, I'm not sure whether it's in sync for me, but out of sync for people listening on Twitch. I imagine if there's a delay on Twitch for the background music, there's also a delay for the game music, or the game sounds. Yeah, this is a different track. I went looking for some new stuff from similar creators on YouTube, and this is a new track. It's only an hour though, and then there's a new track after that too. This is what current track is for people that are here live. If you're watching on Joel Duggan VODs later, there's no music because YouTube does not do copyright or royalty free very well, so I just eliminate the music altogether. Which probably makes my YouTube streams feel very dull, but That probably got us most of the way there. Oh, a little over half. I guess we start over here now. Never thought to do 2 layers at a time. That would have been smart. I guess it's probably just not as visually calming. It's a little overwhelming. I really should try to build some cool sci-fi stuff in a Badlands. They are some really cool looking areas. I think this is one of the only ones around though. Oh no, there's more down here. So we could do more sci-fi in this area. There might be more over this way too. Hey Flav, welcome back. Good to see you. So I've been watching some, not old movies, but movies that I've seen recently, but have only seen like once or twice. And I've been rewatching the Jurassic World series. Because I saw the most recent one in theaters. No, sorry, I watched it at home. But I saw the most recent one like when it came out, like this year. And then I wanted to watch... I didn't watch Jurassic World on its own. I watched a reactor on YouTube watch it, which was fun. And then I watched Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom over the weekend. And definitely more of a horror movie than a Jurassic Park movie. Like, it's pretty... There's some pretty campy moments in it, but... I remember liking Dominion, but I've only seen that once. And I can't find that streaming. It's on Netflix in the US, but it's not on Netflix in Canada. It's a pain. We have a small hole here to deal with. I think I also have a data pack that allows me to dye terracotta, so even though we're not collecting this stuff, like, we can still dye the colored stuff. Alright, that's topped up. Plus we've got more of this. That's good. We can just dye some of this when we get back. We'll offload before we leave the area. Don't need that. And that is all in 8 minutes. Because that's 7 minutes, because the speed potion is about to wear off. The fun thing about being down here is that we don't often approach the Mushroom Island from the air at night. It'll be kind of cool to fly back into range. So you feel like sourdough lesson streams are in order, Joel? Thanks in advance. I've thought about streaming some of my cooking, but unfortunately my kitchen is just not meant for filming. Like, all my counter space is up against the wall. I've got nowhere to put lights or cameras. Nothing like that. We should be going straight at the command center. Oh, I think I see a little light. There it is there. It's funny how the light renders in when you're flying in. It looks like it's blinking. I think it's just the way that the light's reflecting off the glass. We can actually test the landing strips and the landing pads. Missed. Kitchens are usually making food, not filming. Some kitchens around here. If I had an island, I could do it, but I do not. Do not have an island. All right, so terracotta has been replenished. We've got more of that than we need, but that's fine. And I guess I also need to put the sticks somewhere. Where did I put the shulker box that has my other stuff in it? I thought I had a little spare parts shulker box. I think I maybe left it downstairs. These should all be done by now. I've got a funny feeling we're gonna need more glass. Since we're probably going to be collecting sand anyway, we might as well just turf this all in here. Before I collect sand, I will go to the modern city and see if I can just steal sand. I used to have a lot more. Dalara, hello, how's it going? Oh, thanks, Flav. Yeah, I like the way that it looks at night too. I can't wait for the whole island to have buildings like this on it. Maybe not this big, but like when we've got like roads or paths or things, I think that's gonna be cool. Now, where is my teleport pad? It is the other way, I think. So we're right here. So first stop is going to be the modern city. I'll see if I've got any sand here I can steal. I do. Yes, that will be faster. Same can go for gravel, actually. I should check to see if there's any gravel here I can steal. Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait a minute. It would be down here. No. Very, very little. Lots of concrete happening in the modern city. That's why we've got the sand and the gravel in here. What else did I need? I needed stone. That I'm sure we have. Okay, so we've got sand is done, stone is done. Still need to do frog lights, honey, gravel, potions. Oh, didn't mean to bring that. Has anybody in the chat not seen The Modern City by chance? Donaraf, 5 gifted subs. Stenos, Camo Kevlar, the Chelsuk, and Ms. Mist, as well as Happy Crafter 15.6. Thanks very much, Donaraf. That's amazing. That's also a hype train. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to jump in. It's halfway through level 2. You can also get new emotes from Twitch. Leafstorm, you've not seen The Modern City. Okay, let's do a quick overview. So this is south on the server, and I wanted to have the start of a place where people could kind of come and build modern city builds. So we worked it out in plots. So each city block is a certain number of plots, and you can subdivide a plot if you want to. But the idea was that people on the server could come and build different things. Like you see someone over here, I think it's Cosmic, was building townhouses, row houses. These two big buildings, these three buildings actually, the bank, the apartment building, and the other apartment building are both my buildings that I've made. I've not finished them, obviously. They're a huge amount of work. Although, now that I'm building the command center, this does not feel that big. I feel like I could probably come back and finish this quite easily. The storage room that we were in is under the bank. And then this has got a concrete maker, a TNT concrete maker hidden in the top here. And then this is the penthouse that I have, which is undecorated but fun nonetheless. I really like this space. This is fully decorated on the inside, this top floor. Tables and chairs is obviously old and not working, which is too bad. One of our data packs is borked. But other than that, it's a fun spot. And these are custom paintings, textures from my friend Britt, who did some paintings, and I asked them if I could incorporate them. So I think the most work that I put into this place, besides the main building, is the road and the mosaic for the coastline. Kind of fun. So it's called Southport, and we've got this cool canal here. I've got plans to put some like mansions and things up here. But overall, it's a pretty fun area. Lots of room to expand if we need to. And then you come and go through the information center. Flav gifting a sub. That went out to Skyd, I think is how you say that. All right, we need frog lights and honey blocks. Hey, that's a level 3 hype train. 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Jump in and get an emote. We've got SweetSandi with 500 bits. Nadila with 500 bits. I already got Flav's sub. I think that's everybody. Cool. Thanks so much, folks. Saw the Modern City once at night and legitimately thought it was a different game. Yeah. Yeah, it's very different than the vibes from the rest of the server. So we'll go to Avalon and get more honey from Alistair. I don't know what we're going to do. I feel like we're really reducing his honey. I should make a small honey farm is what I should do. Maybe we'll do that when we get back. I'm going to go harvest some more coarse fruit for Enrods. Enrods is the other thing that I need to replenish, but I don't need to travel for that. I've got that local. This worked out well. I feel like I've got a fair amount of new viewers in the last 2 or 3 weeks, so having a small walkabout the server is actually, it's a pretty good time to do it. So I've just been leaving the shulker boxes and stuff out here, and it's just been growing. I tried to make it a smiley. How many do I have to get here? Yeah. And you have to use honey bottles to make honey blocks, as far as I know. Oh, I should just get one more. That's a stack. I guess we'll do a stack. Flave with 100 bits, thanks very much. We've got Jody Illyria subscribing with Prime. 52 months. That's amazing. Thanks so much, Jody. 52 months, wow. 33 seconds left on that hype train. We are halfway through level 3. Okay, so that's the honey blocks done. We did not get very many. I only got a stack. So I think it's time to make our own honey. I mean, Alistair has made out quite well. He's got a whole lot of shulker boxes now. Although I don't remember the last time Alistair was on the server. Honey's done. So it's just those. Oh, thanks, Sandy. I did not catch the gigantic emote from Dalara. Thanks, Dalara. That does not show up on my ticker. Or if it does, it gets pushed down quite quickly. Oh, new emote from Twitch. What do we get? We got the turtle, I guess. Or is it a fish? I don't know. It's weird. Or is it a frog? Twitch needs to do better on their emotes. Time for a break, says Sandy. Thanks very much. We'll wait until I can get somewhere decent. I'll also need to sleep. We can probably do the AFK for the break in the in Dartmouth Meadows. No need to fly right now. Swiftness potions. Nice. Oh, I meant to leave these bottles for Alistair. Whoops. How are we doing for water here? Not amazing. I think that's the other water bottle thing. Yes. Not my farm. This is Mattcast's farm, so I only sort of know how it works. I know how it works, but like where everything is in terms of the most convenient way to do things, I have not sorted that out. No blaze powder. Alright, that's done. Those two. So we'll go through the main portal, I guess. And once I sleep, I know there won't be any phantoms. So I should be safe on top of one of the farms. I think I'm good. Alright, you guys get to hang out in Dartmouth Meadows. I'll be back in just a little bit. I take a break about once an hour. Gives me a chance to refresh the coffee. You can grab a friend, grab a snack. I'll be right back. I have not spent much time here in a very long time. I forget how many different builds there are in the area. I don't know if I have a lot of gravel in Westhill. I don't think so. Might be worth checking. Do I check that now? You know what? We'll just go get it. It's fine. Yeah, that's Spawn Town. Like, that's Dartmouth Meadows is where, like, myself and Mattcast and Alistair and Cosmic, Anna Marie, and a bunch of people that don't play on the server anymore, but where everybody sort of set up shop. I don't know what that's for. We will have to sleep. I should probably make a little concrete maker like this for the command center. So if I'm remembering correctly, I think there's a patch of gravel west of here. I could be wrong. A lot of very flat areas. I feel like maybe it has been mined out. There's some. That's a decent amount right there. Yeah, we'll try that. I think these are old biomes too. That has clearly been mined out. That's definitely where either myself or other people have been coming for gravel. Do you cull chunks when the new biome updates? We used to. It's no longer a server that's so active that it's hard to find new stuff. We did a really big cull with Caves and Cliffs, and then after that, there just hasn't been that many people playing on the server that decide to go far afield. I think the only person that really does that is Mattcast, and I think that he's kind of stopped doing it. Because it does become a just giant pain when someone's just basically flown around forever looking at stuff and then doesn't really build anything, because then it's just a bunch of loaded chunks that don't have new content in it for other people that are on the server. But no, we don't have to go super far. Like for example, that's West Hill, so that's my big 5-year medieval town. And the closest pale oak forest is like right there. So like it really, so we use the coastline. So all of this here to the west, or sorry, the east wasn't loaded. And then, I mean, really for me, like anything that you see that's black is basically just unloaded chunks. So it's not a lot, right? But then here I explored a fair bit from West Hill looking for stuff. And then the Sci-fi area is like way over here. And again, it's a huge area, but it's not really been explored that much. Like that wasn't a very long flight to go from my mining here back to the command center. I mean, the command center is massive. So yeah, we used to do that, but I'm the one that has to do it, and it's a giant pain. So I try not to, because ultimately it never looks smooth. Like there's always these weird chunk borders and stuff. I do like the idea of getting into a biome and stripping out all the top layers down to stone. Like there's something that's really cool about removing all the grass and dirt and leaving just the stone. I remember way back, I don't remember whether it was Hermitcraft Season 3 maybe? Like Zoomovoy did that in the desert, and it really looked neat. And then he had a build in the middle of it, but it made it look like he had this like evil spiky landscape all around his build. Cub did something similar to that in Season 9? 8 or 9, I can't remember. His was more built up than stripped down, but it was still pretty cool. And it's not super deep, so it does not take long to strip all the gravel from a section. I might even have gravel in the caves underneath the command center, but I don't actually know where. So it's a lot easier to just get it on the surface so we can at least see where you're going. Might as well start at the top here. This is a pretty cool area too. Some cool cliffs and open places to build stuff. I have to say, we got really lucky with this seed. Because this is an 8-year-old seed. Almost 9, I think. I have to say, I'm not a fan of the new track. Very weird. Kind of retro elevator electronic music. It does not feel like the modern sci-fi stuff I want to listen to when I'm at the command center. Let's see if we can change that. Let's try this one. Still cheesy. This is now becoming kind of a pain. But at least there's lots of gravel. Like, I don't know if these kind of biomes even spawn like this anymore. I'd say that's probably enough. It's always easy to find the portal in the desert. This desert used to be all rolling hills of sand, and as you can see over the years, everybody that's been coming here to mine sand has completely flattened it. I think the only thing we didn't touch was the area just right here by the portal. Right, I don't need snow. Is there any other coal here that I can steal? Yeah. Oh, you know what? I will take those instead of the coal. Oh, no worries, MC Mama. It's all good. Don't. Blaze rods. Do we actually... I might actually need some blaze rods. We are right here. Don't know if I have them stored up anywhere. Does not look like it. This is our old wither skeleton farm. Every now and again, some coal. Hate leaving furnaces completely with nothing. You always check just to see. Lots of regular skeletons. Nothing too crazy. Nothing. I'm pretty sure I've got some blaze rods back at the command center. Last stop is the Froglight farm. And I should have some diamonds, although we're getting low. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's one. Two, three, four. There's only six. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. I need to AFK here more. Guess we can always check the actual spot. I don't think it's going to be enough for another stack. Probably not. Nope. So again, this is Macast's farm, and the store that he has in the meadows wanted a diamond a stack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that works out. Back to normal. So now it's just the end rods that we need to do, and we can make those back at the command center. And maybe what I need to think about is coming up with a decent little bee farm. I really don't. I'd have to do it off the top of my head. I don't really know how to make one. You did send some flying in the nether. I didn't want to spoil it for you, Sandy. Alright, these are back up to snuff. We've got gravel and sand. More sand. Stone. So we'll bring this downstairs. Right. Just be able to pop these. I need to collect some more of those. Pink flowers, the bee farm. Why would I use pink flowers when I can use purple or yellow? Extra sand. Extra gravel. Stone there. I think my YouTube player just failed. Ah, that's what happened. All right, so I need to go collect some coarse fruit and then also check on these other farms. Not quite there on the rockets. Collect that. This may be doing all right. Almost full. We were in Meadows. I could have looked at Macast's coarse fruit farm too. While I was there, I wasn't thinking, I guess. That should be enough. Now, the real question is, do I have extra blaze rods? Just the one in there. Probably downstairs somewhere. You thought there was a secret that you learned that bees required pink flowers? We got some, but not much. I'm not even sure if I have bees. I've got them somewhere, I think. Maybe in the one upstairs. I thought on one of my farming kits I had bees. That might have bees in it. Yeah. That may also have bees in it. Nope. We really haven't used any of the coral. I thought I would be using more of the coral in Sci-fi with the bright colors. Hasn't really come together in that way. 3 bees is more than enough to start with. Yeah, that's fair. Plus, at the rate that I'm on the server in this area, if we build a little bee farm down there, then I think that'll be pretty easy. Pretty easy. So what do bees need? They need a flower. They need a hive. I'll need dispensers with shears. Don't have a lot of dispensers. No, I don't need shears. I needed to make the shears for the wool farm. But I need honey bottles. That I've got bottles for. That's fine. That I can do. Could also use those bottles. We'll need some glass. Don't know that I need to make it look very cool. And I'm going to need some blocks. Probably just use terracotta. Yeah, I've got flowers downstairs. Will the low profile little wildflowers work? Anybody know? They work? Cool. Okay. I need flowers to breed the bees, I guess. I should probably use ones that I'm not using for dyes. Furnace. Still no dispensers. Got bows here somewhere. Alright, I should be able to craft. I've got a data pack for crafting dispensers with bows and droppers, I think. Yeah. My life a little easier. Where are we going to put you? I guess right here is good. Gonna put all three down. So we need to have the dispenser on the back, I think. Probably give this more room. Oh no, then I've got to read the level of honey out of that too. Right. Let's just give myself a lot more space. Goes there. And I guess I could go up. might be too close together. We'll see. Oh, this needs to go over here. And you've built the farm once, you forget how to do it? Yeah, me too. This will be flowers. So I just need to go get some dirt. Unless I can put flowers on my ceiling, I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Sweet. Then it's just a matter of putting in glass bottles in there. Hoppers into the hives. But doesn't... Do these make honey bottles? No. The honey bottles are either going to be ejected off the top or they're going to be in this space here. So I'm either going to put a cart underneath it or I'm going to grab them from above. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And once the third guy comes out, I'm going to get rid of that beehive. Nope, you stay in there. I feel like the comparators have to be compared to something which they are currently not, so I might have put this all together wrong. You just stretch out the redstone? Yeah, maybe. I don't actually know. I did not look this up before, and I've only ever built manual, which, I mean, we could do that too. I mean, they'll make honey. It's just a matter of whether I have to collect it manually or whether I can come down and collect it automatically. The level of the hive goes up when the bee leaves the hive? Yeah. Either way, I've got bees contained with flowers and I can manually collect honey. Easy enough. Right. So that's just detecting the motion and then it's just popping out the glass. Okay. So yeah, the comparative signal needs to be more because then that's now seeing, it's seeing the change. Yeah, this needs to be farther out. That's not going to hard power that because I have to go up here. That's going to cut that off. And it's probably not going to work because just because one's got honey in it, we don't necessarily want them all to go off. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might not want it that far. Unfortunately, there's no way to really test it. Signal's not doing anything with the bees though, so that's good. That's at 2. And when he pops out, it should also be 2. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I need to breed more bees. That's fair. Do I have... I could use... I don't have a slab. Daylight sensor might work. Just for a quick... Bees can't fit through there. I don't think. I know they can't fit through a hopper. I can probably breed them through there. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate the heads up. I might have to loop this down instead and have the dispensers underneath the beehives. It's kind of fun to like realize I haven't done one of these in so long I don't remember. Think they see me with the flower? Don't remember which one I tagged. There we go. I guess I could probably put these in there. They're not being overly helpful, are they? So this has got power, but this doesn't. So one more time in and should change, I think. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to have to dig underneath this. You think the hopper under the hive will collect the bottles? But I mean, I try it. I guess I could have pointed that out here, couldn't I? You think the hopper will suck the bottle out before it pops out to the side? Sandy has spoke or guessed. I don't think I have the right redstone length. Like, I think that I have to put some repeaters up there. Which would work because then I could separate the yeah, see, that's got full of honey now. So we want that to be... Yeah, you know what? That works. Because if I could put repeaters there... This is so ugly. I've only got 2 repeaters here. Please tell me I have more. Oh, okay, good. A bit more. So if I put repeaters up here... And then blocks here. So that worked, but it went up into the dispenser. And the empty bottles got here because they all went off at once. But this, I mean, this might bud power the dispenser. I don't know. You need all spots full with empty bottles. Oh yeah, no, I know that. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because it's gonna pop back up. Yeah. Where do I have? I guess the extra bottles are downstairs, aren't they? I put all those extra bottles back at Macast's farm. All right, quick trip. You don't need 64 in each slot, but more than 2. Right. I don't think I have bottles just kicking around here. I'll get some. Alright, I know there's lots. I know where there is lots. Feel like that should be good. $64 plus times 9. Yeah. It's funny how we spent so much time on these nether tunnels, and then I'm hardly ever here. Any balls left at the witch farm? Oh, there'd be tons. Yeah. That's just closer. Can't remember if it pulls from the top right or not, or if that matters. Well, it worked. Oh, these are all back to square one. So when you're done testing, the dispensers has to be filled up. It's random. Do they have to be filled up in every slot? I mean, really, a larger farm I would have automatic bottles like feeding into these things somehow. I'd probably have to separate them out into cells. She was saying instead of having everything stacked in one corner, I should have even distribution of all the bottles. Oh, something happened. Yep. Success. These guys are hard to snag. I should probably do this. There we go. I'll just leave these here. It's a random slot for which slot is used. Either way, at least it's working. Better than nothing. It's nice to have a little test like this too, because when I go to make a larger facility for it, I can accommodate for that. We've got 4 all together. I guess I could just make a honey block, couldn't I? Oh, crap. So access is not great. Any of these close? No. We have luckily finished all of this. Nice. That puts us in much better shape. Now, The only thing left is these guys. I should have been doing this while I was messing with the farm. Oh, that's just regular coarse fruit, not popped. There we go. Nadila, you've never made a fully functioning farm, so you're just watching? I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? A bee farm is actually a pretty straightforward one if you're just wanting honey blocks. I mean, you can also use the honeycomb too, I guess. Just shears instead of bottles. That should be a decent replenish on those as well, which is great. I actually need more scaffolding. Oh, we're one short. Yeah, that's decent. So the bottleneck on those is actually the blaze rods, which is the one thing I didn't go get more of, I don't think. That's already grown up. Nice. Well, you know what? We didn't build really anything other than just a quick little bee farm, but I think that's putting us in really good shape to continue on with what we're going to be doing in here. So we have to put the glass in here, which is going to be that cyan glass that we have in all of the other skylights, like this one. And we're going to put it on that top layer so that it's in line with the tub. One thing I'm considering is changing this so that it's an even step up and then having a ridge here similar to this. So there's some depth happening here. I like the look of that a little bit better. It feels more like there's glass there. And I like the depth and the shadow that it gives. This is flat by necessity. But here we could have a ridge on both sides, at which point we might have slabs going across here, which would make this a lower profile, which would be interesting too, because then this wouldn't be a full block up. It would just look like a half slab up, which could be kind of cool. So we'll need a lot of glass. That's why I was smelting all that glass. Probably more than what we smelted, but still. And we have to put glass in the windows here. It'll be pain, so it'll stretch a little bit farther. And I don't know what's happening on these sides, but we definitely need to think about what's happening in this space so I can figure out how to connect the roof and work everything together. So obviously we're a long way from done, but we're making progress. I was also looking at this before stream today. I think it might be fun to continue this line up farther, and rather than these be big rectangular panels, have them be something that has more of a shape to them. I think that could be kind of cool because one of these, I've raised the gray part. I think it's the other one. So I've made these larger. Yeah. So this would cover up a section of these. I think maybe if we brought it up to here, I think that could look cool. And we do the same thing with that part. I do like the verticality in here, but by bringing this up farther, it would really help with figuring out that space. I think that would be good. We'd have to really see how it would affect the view from the window. It would cut off the window a little bit, maybe not. But I think that could be fun. And we've got to raise these lights up to be near the top here too. Maybe what we end up doing is just taking these lights and like continuing them all along up that way. That would be cool too. Still not sure what's happening down there. Like just no idea. The other thing is that in profile, I'm noticing when I take my breaks, I think I want this dark gray section here to be bigger. I think I want it to come out here maybe, which would eliminate this cool like top section hole, but I feel like we'd have to at least test it just to kind of see what it looks like. Anyway, still lots to consider. Oh, my camera froze. That's right. I need to pass you all along anyway. Let me see who's live. Oh, Pix is live. Is Pix just starting or in the middle? I'll send you all over to Pixelriffs if that's the case. Let me just fix the camera. Still chopping? That's cool. Who else is live then? All right, we'll send you over to Pix. And then I'm sure that he will send you along to somebody else. Maybe there's more people in his list than mine. So, cool. So, now that we have all kinds of materials, we'll be able to keep on building tomorrow. Pix is my co-host on the Spawn Chunks, if you didn't know that. There's a new episode out, 401. Had a great conversation about sandbox games and how Minecraft can learn from them, as well as some other emails from listeners, which is great. That's every Monday. Citadel Cafe is recording not this week, but next week, I believe. No, is it this week? Maybe it is this week. I think it is this week. So yeah, this Thursday in my Discord, it should be the Citadel Cafe. And I will see you folks tomorrow. Be sure to check out the Patreon page for both the Spawn Chunks and myself. It's Joel Duggan and the Spawn Chunks respectively. There's a special on the Spawn Chunks right now for 20% off your first month because we just hit episode 400. And for me, it's only $2 a month. It's less than a cup of coffee. That's a great way to support me here on stream. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.